Hello, BookTube. Over the past few weeks, Katie Books has been releasing a triptych of classics. 10 classics you must read. The first was 10 classics from 2300 BCE to 1899 CE. The second was 1900 to 1999. These were modern classics. And the last was post 2000, so 2000 to 2022, and these were contemporary classics. A number of booktubers, myself included, have contributed our own list of 10 classics in these categories, and my last one, my 10 contemporary classics, were actually 10 contemporary classics I must redeem. Because while I don't think I've read any of Kieran's list, I have bailed on some of Steve Donohue's response. I agree with him wholeheartedly on Perdido Street Station, but some of the other ones I have bailed on. And that got me to thinking about what other post 2000 potential classics I have bailed on, and maybe I would make a tongue-in-cheek list of the ones I must bail reading, which I did. But that got me thinking about a concerted bail redemption effort with these 10 books. And the more I thought about it, the more I want to do it. So I think in 2023, I will aim to bail redeem these 10 books. Now, for those of you who don't know, a bail redemption is when I give a second or a third or a fourth or more looks at a book that I have previously bailed on. So all of these books I have previously bailed on, and I haven't actually given any of them a bail redemption yet. So I think it's well past time that I do a bail redemption for these 10. So over the next year, I will be slowly picking up these 10 books and giving them bail redemption shots. So, to recap, the 10 are The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clarke by Michael Chabon. This is an American, basically it's an historical novel centered around American comic books. The second is White Teeth by Zadie Smith. This is set in the United Kingdom about immigration. The third is Ducks Newburyport by Lucy Ellman. This is about a woman who is baking pies. The fourth is Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan Safran Foer. This is an exploration of the past. Number 5 is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. This is basically it's a historical fantasy set in the 19th century. 6 is The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. This is a historical novel set in New Zealand. 7 is A Brief History of 7 Killings by Marlon James. This is a novel historical set in Jamaica around the time of an assassination attempt on Bob Marley. 8 is The Blind Assassin by Margaret Atwood. This is about a woman who wrote science fiction when she was younger, I think. 9 is Lincoln and the Bardo by George Saunders. This is a historical novel about Abraham Lincoln coming to terms with the death of his young son. And number 10 is The Overstory by Richard Powers, which is about environmental issues. And a very big tree, I think. So I've bailed on all of them. Some of them it has been a long time. The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clarke, White Teeth, The Blind Assassin. Others more recent. I think the most recent one would be Duck's Newburyport, which would have been in very early 2020. So I'm going to give all of these books Bell Redemption in 2023. Now, that does put me in a bit of a bind because I don't have all of the books with me at the moment. I only have 2. The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clarke by Michael Chabon, which I will get to. I think this will be first. If I have time in January, after Fairy Tale and some other books that will kind of precede it, I will get to this. And I also have Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke, which is, since this copy is well over 800 pages, is a good candidate for March of the Mammoths, which is my March reading, like my booktube reading event that I will be focusing on will be March of the Mammoths. And I'll talk a lot more about that near March. So I have to pick up White Teeth, Duck's Newburyport, Everything is Illuminated, The Luminaries, A Brief History of 7 Killings, The Blind Assassin, Lincoln and the Bardo, and The Overstory. Now, a lot of these probably won't be all that expensive to pick up used, because of my book, because I'll probably buy most of these off of Alibris. And I've looked at some of them, and they are reasonably priced, or more than reasonably priced. So anyway, yeah, so that's yet another 2023 reading plan. So I'll be back tomorrow with another one, I think, or I might just do some top 10s tomorrow, or maybe try to find a tag. I don't know. I'll do something tomorrow, and then on Thursday I will do my 2023 reading plans in history, which will encompass Historiathon as well, and also my best and worst of 2022 in the form of idiosyncratic award show. So in your booktube, that's all I've got for this evening. So thank you. Have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. So until then, thank you, and stay safe and warm.